of the album is Conversations. Gentlemen, come on, everyone. If you haven't had a chance to listen to it, please take the time. You can listen to it for free first, and then if you love it, you can always purchase it. But I ask you, please take a second and listen to this album. Thank you. Thanks for listening.
I know you didn't pressure everyone to buy the album, but it would be nice.
No, but do it. I mean, serious. This album is very, very, very.
Can they find it both on your social media?
Oh yes, you can find it. If you want to find it, you find it.
Right, there you go.
Yeah, man, get the album, man. It's a beautiful piece of man.
Send it to me, I'm gonna give you back the money.
Says he, and he probably will.
Don't copy it first, you know.
Have some respect.
Watch out, boom shot. You tell him say there's a make the weight and murmur now. So this one here short shot. It can't stop. Boom shot.
Boom shots.
You guys had a little bit of reasoning with Pat McKay, and she mentioned how you and Kimani have been working with each other, and that's how it was a natural culmination for this album. But what was the point when you realized you guys were going to do an album together?
I met Kimani the first time 2006, or 5 or 7 or 4. I'm bad with years. In France at the festival, and yeah.
You're both performing at the same show?
Yeah, and her tour manager, she came to me and said, yeah, Kimani want to meet you, and I was like, wow, it's so cool, because I was a fan of him and his music, and then we met and we kind of vibed on the same frequency right away, and then we met again and again and again, and then he called me and said, yo, I would like to do a song with you and Matty Siao, and I was so happy about it because I'm a big fan of him and also Matty Siao, and then we did a song for his album, and then a year later I did MTV Unplugged.
Okay.
And I called Kimani and said, yo, let's do a song for MTV Unplugged, and then we did that song, so we had 2 songs already. We did another song, then we went on tour together. That's where we really became friends, and then we decided to do an album together.
Why not, right?
Why not? Yeah, everything happened very naturally.
Yeah.
Kimani, you always, I mean, I hope you don't mind me saying, but whenever I think of you and see you, like, I feel like you're like such a free spirit, and you seem to just do what the hell you want, and you don't seem to get caught up in these political issues.
Free spirit. Definitely.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely a free spirit. Definitely a free spirit, you know. For me, I'm a people's person, you know what I mean? For me, my greatest joy is to be able to make someone else smile, you know what I mean? And so I live my life trying to make everyone else happier, you know, put everyone else in a better mind frame.
Is that hard to do? Because, you know, really you always hear about music and politics, and you always think, you know, and sometimes people get in their own ways because they feel like they have to play a game, but I see that happening in reggae a little bit now, but I don't see that happening with you ever.
Never for me. You know what it is for me? Like, the reality is that we don't know what happens after this. You know what I mean? Yeah, when we depart from the physical, we don't really know what happens. So for me, it's important that while I know I have this time, that I make sure that I am not only living my life to the fullest, but that I am true to myself, because a lot of people spend their entire life trying to be what they feel as though society want them to be, and never really get a conscious of self. So for me, it was always important to be who I am, you know what I mean, to always stay true to me. And, you know, sometimes I rub people the wrong way, but so be it. You know what I mean? Someone said that if everyone like you, then you're not real enough, because you know everybody can't like you. So for me, it's always about being true to myself, you know, always speaking from the heart, no matter if it rubs some people the wrong way or not.
But I think ultimately, when you're true to yourself, you're probably true to most people, and people see that. People aren't silly, right?
Absolutely.
I want to just ask you about one of the songs from the, because you said the album's called Conversations, and you have a song called Signs of the Time.
So many rainy days and still I see no water. Fathers can protect them, some can protect them. That I will need a little spark so we can be the fire starter. Bring back the joy so we can remember the laughter. Yes, you may turn it slow, instead of going faster. Want to be a joy, turn out in a disaster. If them not get down, you get back up with the bruise and the cuts. No, for every wound there is a blast. These are the signs of the times. Who is much more, who is I? Who will stand to decay? Who will not say? These are the signs of the time. It is time for us to define who destroys, who designs.
You guys, you know, you're in a different world. You guys travel the world. What are some of the signs of the times that you're both seeing right now?
Well, this song is about to position yourself, you know. You need to make a decision. You need to stand for something, right? So, especially nowadays in 2016, it's so significant and so important to say, well, I have an opinion and I'm standing for it. And these are the signs of the times. It's either or, you know. You need to speak out
And do something, right?
Right, exactly. You know, we cannot complain all the time. We need to do something.
You come from a whole bloodline. I mean, your dad spoke about that. He had his times, but it feels like every generation has their time. Is there a specific thing you think you and your generation are going through?
I don't think there's nothing my generation is going through right now that the past generation haven't been through. For me, the only thing that's different with this generation is that, you know, back in the time, them said the revolution will be televised. So the only thing different is now is that a lot of things that we weren't able to expose back then because we didn't have the technology is being exposed now. Right. So, you know what I mean, the struggle continues. The fight continues, so therefore the importance of conscious music will continue.
I think like back in the days there was black and white, and now there's a lot of gray tones, you know. The whole thing get more complex and more complicated in a way.
Do you think it's harder for young people now to identify with what to stand up for?
Absolutely, because there's so much smokes and mirror. There's so much, you know, things that them flash in front of our face to take we away from a consciousness, to take we away from the meaning of humanity. You know what I mean? With the internet, with the cable TV and everything. Everything is designed to distract us from self. You know what I mean? While the ones who are distracting us from self are taking the appropriate measures so they know their self. You know what I mean? So it's one of them things that we have to be conscious. You know what I mean? We have to be, you know, I meet a lot of people who are afraid of what the future beholds. So, you know, them find other little shallow ways to downplay what the reality is instead of facing the reality.
So how should the youth find their way in this day and age?
Well,
conversations. You want to find yourself? Yeah. Listen to Gentleman and Kimani conversations. Over and over.
But serious, I think conversations is definitely the key to a lot of things, you know.
Just to speak.
Yeah, we need to communicate more. I think what we also underestimate is humor. We need to laugh together, you know. And we always underestimate it because nothing separates people more than the difference of humor. So if we can laugh together, that's foundation, you know. But I believe that if we talk to each other more, we'll all be better off. Share each other's views, you know. Yeah, man.
For me, one of the only natural thing in this world is love, and everything else is taught. Racism is taught, prejudice is taught, hate is taught. The only thing that we are born with naturally is love. You know what I mean? And hopefully this album Conversation will be able to bring you back to that space, to get your mind, heart, body and soul in that space of a consciousness and of really, you know, a one love, one order, one aim. So it's one love, one aim, one destiny.
I'll definitely be having a few conversations myself, and you know, I feel very privileged that I was here today.
Boom shot, I am mean. Yeah, well, this is Kimani Marley, and you don't know right now you're tuning into Boom Shot. A boom shot, left it here, so don't change the dial.
Boom shot, you know, you don't know, say Kimani Marley, gentleman. We're having a conversation with the Empress, and they go like this. Mama, I know that you have been through the suffering. The tribulation and the pain keeps hovering over your head. Still always show love and share your last breath. Come on, respect your mother and your father and everything in the world, God. You don't know, it's a positive, it is everlasting.
Thank you.